Hey guys, Gretchen Fleener here from paintertainment.com. I've been so busy with window painting lately, I didn't get a tip out last week, but just got back from a window painting and thought of another fun tip that I would love to share with you this week. This week's tip is for those of you who have really large events where you need a line manager. I always start by managing my clients' expectations by letting them know how many guests we can realistically reach in the amount of time that they've actually booked me for. Now, if they decide not to book enough artists to cover their crowd, then I just have one requirement, and that is that they provide a volunteer line manager. Most of the time, I'm able to get a line manager from the client, and then they can handle cutting off the line in time and making sure everybody forms one line. If you are lucky enough to get a line manager volunteer from your client, make it easy for them. So this is what I do. I have created this little line manager kit, and I just put everything they need in this little tote, put it on their table, and I of course explain everything that I need them to do while they're managing our line. But oftentimes when a big company event assigns someone to work with you to help you and be your line manager, they end up doing it in shifts. So people swap out and then suddenly you have somebody totally new. And so what I do is I make these little info sheets, laminated card that just kind of gives a quick rundown of all the things you need a line manager to do. Also, if I'm doing face painting, I like to use these little cards. I got this idea from Lori Hurley, who's amazing. So I have these little cards printed out where they can write down the number of the design they choose. So I've got all these cards in my little tote and 3 Sharpies, because we know Sharpies dry out on us. They can write down the design they want and say, give this to your artist. And then everyone who has a card gets painted. It also enables us to keep track of how many we do and how popular certain designs are, if we need to take any off and replace them with something else. Another thing I have in my little kit is some sanitizer for our line manager and saline wipes. Boogie wipes are good, face wipes. One thing I do also have on my little note sheet is, hey, if you notice that a kid has a crusty nose, please offer a wipe to the parents. You don't have to wipe their nose, but the parents can wipe their own kids' faces off. So you start with a clean canvas. And then I have a pocket where I keep just business cards, so they can hand out a card. Everything they need though is right here, and they can sit on the table, and if they get like replaced with somebody else, they've got a little cheat sheet there to get the rundown, and it just helps things to go more smoothly for everybody. I hope this helps you to have a smoother experience with those really big, really busy gigs. See you next Tuesday for another tip of 10. Happy painting.